I've been a silent observer of online stories for years, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened last weekend. This is a tale of audacity, prejudice, and karma so perfect it feels scripted. My name is David Carter, and I've been the police chief of Willow Creek for 3 years. Buckle up, this is a wild ride. Willow Creek is a suburban town that's slowly diversifying. More black and brown professionals are moving into what was once a mostly white area. 6 months ago, I settled into Maple Grove, an upscale neighborhood with a community center, tennis courts, and my pride, a stunning in-ground pool with a waterfall, a dream I've had since childhood. My corner lot home has a privacy fence, keeping my oasis secluded. Most neighbors are friendly, though some still raise eyebrows when they see I'm not the help. After 25 years in law enforcement, I'm used to subtle slights. But one neighbor, Susan Reynolds, and her 17-year-old son, Ethan, are a different breed. Susan, the HOA president, seems personally offended by my presence. She cited me for leaving trash out 15 minutes too long, complained about my flawless landscaping, and even called in a noise complaint for a small barbecue that ended by 9 p.m. Ethan, meanwhile, speeds through the neighborhood in his shiny new BMW, a graduation gift from Mommy. Last Saturday, the temperature soared to 95 degrees Fahrenheit. After yard work, I grabbed a beer, my waterproof speaker, and dove into my pool, vibing to classic R&B. The privacy fence ensured solitude, until my side gate creaked open. I assumed it was a delivery or a neighbor in need. Instead, Ethan Reynolds strutted in like he owned the place, trailed by a nervous-looking girl I didn't know, later introduced as Mia. "Excuse me," I called, swimming to the edge. "Can I help you?" Ethan's face twisted with disgust, as if I were trespassing in a landfill. "Yeah, you can get out. This is a private pool," he snapped, arms crossed over a tank top that, ironically, read, "Respect." I blinked, processing the absurdity. "I know it's private. It's my pool." "This is my house." Mia whispered something to him, tugging his arm, but he brushed her off. "Right," he scoffed. "My mom runs the HOA. I know everyone in Maple Grove, and you don't live here." "I moved in 6 months ago, 427 Maple Drive. This is my house, and you're trespassing." Ethan's face reddened. "This is the Thompsons' house. They're in Europe. My mom has me checking their place." The Thompsons were the previous owners who sold to me when they relocated overseas. This news hadn't reached Ethan. "The Thompsons sold to me in January. I've lived here since February. Now leave my property." Ethan sneered, unyielding. "No way. You're trespassing and probably stealing. Mia, call my mom." Mia, mortified, hesitated but dialed. I sighed. "Before you do, 2 things. 1, I have security cameras covering every inch of this property, so you're on video trespassing. 2, I'm Chief Carter of Willow Creek Police, and I'd rather not arrest anyone on my day off." Mia's eyes widened, and she lowered her phone. Ethan laughed. "Yeah, right. And I'm the president. Get out before I make you." I've handled enough tense situations to know when someone's bluffing or dangerous. Ethan was the latter. I climbed out, 6 feet 2 inches, 220 pounds, and grabbed my towel. "Last chance to leave peacefully," I warned. Instead, Ethan stepped closer, chest puffed. "You'll regret messing with me. My mom runs this neighborhood, and my dad's a lawyer." Mia pleaded. "Ethan, let's go. This is his house." "No, it's not," he shouted. Then, to my shock, he shoved me. It was weak, barely moving me, but it changed everything. "You just assaulted me," I said, voice steady but firm. "That was a poor choice," Ethan taunted. "What are you gonna do about it?" Just then, my Ring doorbell chimed. A delivery notification popped up on my phone, displaying my name and address. Mia gasped, pointing. "Ethan, that's his house." Ethan glanced but doubled down. "He could have stolen that phone. He's robbing the place. Call my mom now." Mia dialed, putting it on speaker. Mom, there's a black guy in the Thompsons' pool claiming he lives there. He's lying. Susan's voice screeched. I knew it. The security company said someone's been in that house. I'm coming. Don't let him leave. Ethan smirked. You're screwed. I picked up my phone and called the station. This is Chief Carter. Send a patrol to 427 Maple Drive for trespassing and assault. Non-emergency, no sirens. I looked at Ethan. Now we wait. 7 minutes later, Susan stormed through my gate, a vision of fury in white capris and a Maple Grove polo. What are you doing in this pool? She demanded. Swimming in my pool at my house, which your son trespassed into and assaulted me. Susan snapped. This isn't your house. The Thompsons are in Europe. They sold to me in January. I've been here 6 months. Impossible. I know as HOA president. I smirked. Yes, you've left enough violation notices for my unauthorized lighting. Her eyes narrowed as realization hit. You're that new resident, the one with the unapproved landscaping? Approved by the architectural committee. I have the paperwork. Ethan interjected. Mom, he's lying. He's breaking in. Susan pulled out her phone. I'm calling the police. They're already coming, I said. I called them after your son shoved me. He didn't assault anyone, Susan shrieked. I handed my phone to Officer Daniels, who arrived with Officer Hayes. The security footage showed Ethan's trespassing, our exchange, and the shove. Susan's jaw dropped. Chief? Daniels said, confused. I explained, and Susan melted down. This is ridiculous. Tyler was checking the property. He'd never assault anyone. Any unwanted contact is assault under state law, I said calmly. Ethan, panicking, lied. He threatened me first. Susan latched onto this. My son was threatened. I want charges filed. I laughed. Mrs. Reynolds, I'm the police chief. You think I'd threaten a teen on camera? I pointed to the obvious cameras. Mia finally spoke. Mrs. Reynolds, Ethan knew this wasn't the Thompsons' house. He said we could use the pool because they were gone. Ethan's face turned purple. Shut up, Mia! Daniels raised an eyebrow. So you knowingly trespassed? Ethan stammered. Mia snapped. He said, the owners are in Europe, and my mom has the gate key. No one will know. That's what he said. Silence fell. I faced a choice. Pressing charges would escalate neighborhood tensions, but this could be a lesson for Ethan. Here's the deal, I said. Ethan, apologize for trespassing and assaulting me. Mrs. Reynolds, acknowledge this is my home. Then leave, and never enter my property again. If you do, I'll press charges. Susan fumed but, cornered by the footage, muttered an apology. Ethan grumbled. Sorry for coming in and touching you. They left, Susan stiffening when I called. I'll be at the next HOA meeting to discuss gate code access. 2 days later, Susan stormed into my office, clutching a folder. I'm filing a complaint for harassment and emotional distress. Ethan's traumatized. I leaned back. Your son trespassed and assaulted me. I didn't press charges as a courtesy. His humiliation was self-inflicted. She threatened legal action, but I reminded her of the footage and Mia's statement. Defeated, she called an emergency HOA meeting. The community center buzzed with gossip. Susan opened. We have unauthorized residents bypassing HOA protocols, endangering safety. She pointed at me. Chief Carter claims he bought the Thompsons' house, but there's no record. Mr. Langley, the HOA treasurer, stood. That's false. I have Carter's approved application, signed by you in January. Susan froze. Langley continued. And why has the HOA been paying for pool maintenance at Carter's private pool for 3 years? Ethan's been paid through HOA funds for it. The room gasped. Susan had been funneling HOA money to Ethan for a fake job, explaining his entitlement to my pool. She stammered, but the board called an executive session. 20 minutes later, Susan was ousted as HOA president, an audit was ordered, and Ethan's job was terminated. The audit later uncovered years of Susan's embezzlement. The Reynolds put their house up for sale. Ethan lost his college scholarship after the footage reached the admissions office. I've since enjoyed my pool in peace, welcomed by neighbors and invited by the new HOA president, Mrs. Lynn, to join the security committee. My landscaping? Officially approved. Karma sometimes outshines the justice system. What do you think? Was Ethan's behavior just teenage arrogance, or something deeper? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss how prejudice and entitlement play out in communities. Hit that like button and subscribe for more stories that spark debate.